Hey, what's your little baby wanna be my baby? Come over here. Any cash here make me snap. I was down bad for a while. And my son, come over here. Any cash here make me snap. I was down bad for a while. And my son, I got a job. I done made a turn out and be like, wow. I done made some money sitting in the house. Ain't no we really know. Yeah, I fuck around with her, fuck around. She fuck around. She smell like little mouse. Oh yeah, she like me. Yeah, this shit for my brother. Yeah, we in it. Oh yeah, we turning up. Yeah, we going up. Tell her put some ring all up in my cup. In my bed, she turn to a slut when I'm in my head. Bitch, I'm on the run. Yeah, I'm on the run. Yeah, I run it up. Yeah, I run it up. Yeah, I run it up. I was in the mud for a long time. Yeah, I had to grind. I'm not giving up. Everyone got a time. Yeah, it's gonna come. And I shine, so I'm like the sun. She not mine. She just let me fuck. Yeah, if it's my time, then I gotta say. Problems, no, I don't got nothing. Dallas, yeah, we having fun. And I rock brain white just like a nun. Don't know why he reckon that shit ain't nothing. Don't know why she fuck with that shit ain't nothing. And she won't come right here and fuck with us. We having super sticks like pack a punch. And I put 2 lime and lean, I sip and punch. I put some lean on me and say right. My shooter hit that with me and keep his gun. But nigga don't play with me, I'm not the one. And yeah, they just fuck with me cause I don't win. Oh yeah, she just let me hit. Yeah, this she for my brothers. Yeah, we in it deep. Oh yeah, man, we turning up. Yeah, man, we going up. Tell them put some red all up in my cup. In my bed, she turned to a slut. When I'm in my head, bitch, I'm on the rain. Oh yeah, she just let me hit. Yeah, this she for my brothers. Yeah, we in it deep. Oh yeah, man, we turning up. Yeah, man, we going up. Tell them put some red all up in my cup. In my bed, she turned to a slut. When I'm in my head, bitch, I'm on the rain. Yeah, man, we going up. Tell them put some red all up in my cup. In my bed, she turned to a slut. When I'm in my head, bitch, I'm on the rain. Yeah, bitch, we going up. Tell them put some red all up in my cup. In my bed, she turned to a slut. When I'm in my head, bitch, I'm on the rain. We got London on the track. I don't ball, man, and she got on the CC. This was playing before crime. She be playing games and she got it on repeat. That shit that I don't like. She be coming toxic on the net, trying to show her body. Amsterdam on the couch, like if I'm an old man who gon' split, you gon' take a shot, and she never gon' tell me fresh and smooth. Give me one, can't cool. Yeah, ooh, hey, ooh, know what you do. If I let you out my life, better than I lose. I'm motivated than I've ever seen. We want for the state, like you need. That's not even everything coming.
All good inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final rehearsal in our Thanksgiving feast as we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football.
Yeah.
Here we go on Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
And he will not get run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Got a Hickey with a big face. Got a new Rollie, the big face. Got a Hublot with a bust down. Everything I got is bust down. Got my new bitch and she bust down. Got an AP with a big face. Got a Hublot with a big face. Got a Frank Mule in a big face. Got a Richard, that's a big face. Got a million in my bank. Got 2 million in my bank. Fuck nigga, what do you think? Diamonds so cool and it hit me. I need to go take a sick day. One of my choppers named Ray. And the other one is stupid. But everybody go for mixtape. Put my dick in your love bitch face. My wrist so heavy, got wrist tape. Diamonds on my watch.
Gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it in a playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Yeah, this shit for my
Pick
brother.
out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? The freshest guys coming
Let's
off
go,
the last
Judon.
game to play
Good
on a
tackle.
Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
How the fuck is my whole team tired, bro?
And that package just
Fuck
wrapped up the
was he
runner
doing?
for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it.
Not good. Oh my God. Fucking brick ass hands.
Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Go. Go, motherfucker.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
We don't love it.
Throwing Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Packers 9 and 2.
2nd down at 4. They'll run it. This is
Go ahead, Stevenson. First.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022.
You got all types of shit on the field. This is fucked. This ain't gonna work.
Now Jones.
What the fuck? What type of shitty ass throw, man?
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And the goddamn ball.
It's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be
fuck
when
you,
he flips on the
Adler.
tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
Piece of shit, man.
His coaching staff will be emphatic.
Fucking acrobat, old ass.
Remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Nah, this ain't gonna work. Fucking got Jetta on a corner like me. Would you put him on a zig?
Cousins.
Corner. No.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
I fucked up.
Cousins.
I fucked up. God damn it. Fuck you, Adam Thielen.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Shifts by at the 15. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball.
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver.
I'm getting juked out by Adam fucking Thielen.
A yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed,
Who the fuck is Mitchell?
on drag routes just like this.
He's another
They want
touch
him
the
to get the
field.
ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. To give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Playing.
Play action now. Cousins steps away, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Here's Cousins.
Go.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Third and goal for Cousins.
Bro, pick the fucking ball. You just don't want the ball?
Down and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it.
God damn.
Goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal.
Ass, Billy. Drop 2 fucking picks.
Right now, no field goal there.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they set up for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation,
all right, Jones, keep going.
Decided to take the 3, and I think it was
keep going.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
What the fuck?
The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. He's taken down right at the 20.
This fucking game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to
Jones
the
too,
chatter coming from the
goddamn.
other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Loaded ass team, dude. What the fuck?
They run once more with Stevenson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Mac, bro, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I'm gonna cut your ass as soon as I drop the fucking
Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job getting free on the return for 15 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running back.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. To throw, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we'll welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones throw there, taken in by Smith.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Operating from the gun, Jones looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Jones now throwing on 4th down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Back to throw. Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and goal from the 1. Off play action. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Jones keeping it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
26, Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Touchdown! Devontae Parker from 6 yards away.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Gets around him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins. Pass pass incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Matt Judon, his second sack of the night. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. Joseph's got it, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Marcus Jones. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. And that big return sets them up for the potential to now tie this game here in the 4th.
Let's see if they want to ride the momentum of that return for a touchdown, because as you and I both know, that's a monster play. Do you want to ride that momentum into a 2-point try, or do you line up and go ahead and kick the extra point?
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Jones. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Minnesota, they move back over.